What's going on YouTube? This is Josiah from The Works Guitars, and I have a good video here that is just meant to help you out if you are a beginner guitarist. This video is going to do a couple of things. First of all, it's going to go over some basics on tuning your guitar, what each note needs to be, so on and so forth. And then it's also just going to give you a couple little tips that you can use as some warm-ups, some exercises, some things to get you started in your guitar playing. So we're just going to jump right into it. It's going to be pretty short, sweet, and to the point. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment or to visit our website, send us messages on there, or ask us questions or anything like that. Okay, so starting with some basics on here. Now I have a 7-string, but I'm only going to be tuning these inner 6 strings right here. Now I purposely have my guitar out of tune so you can hear a little bit of what's going on. So to start out, let's just basically, if you know a G chord, you can strum a G chord. Notice it sounds awful on my guitar right now. It's because a lot of things are out of tune. It's not necessarily in the right notes and pitches and everything. So to get us started off, what we need to do is we need to know what the names of all the strings are. Alright, so starting in order from the smallest string, that's string number 1, the first is supposed to be an E, the second is B, third is G, fourth is D, fifth is A, and sixth is E again. So first and sixth should be E. Alright? Now, when it comes to tuning, you should know a couple of things. The order of the musical alphabet goes the exact same way that our normal alphabet does. It only ends on G. So you have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, then it repeats A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So when you're tuning your instrument, if you find that you're trying to reach up to B, but let's say it's listed as G when you play it, more than likely you have to tune up into that note because you're at a G, and so it's too low, so you have to tune up to get to a B. Alright? Or let's say on your 3rd string, this one is flat on purpose. Okay? So flat means it's too low, and right now, if I were to grab my tuner, which I will do here in just a moment, we will see that it's a certain pitch too low, and we will have to increase the pitch, or we'll have to turn it to a point where it raises the pitch, makes it sharp, and that will tell us, it will eventually show us what the correct note is, and it'll beep whenever it's on the right note. So I'm going to grab my tuner, and then I'm going to go walk through tuning the guitar. Alright, so I've got my tuner up here on my music stand, and I'm going to play through each of the notes, and we are going to tune it and maybe even fine-tune it just a little bit. A little word of advice: the worst case scenario when you're tuning is that you be just a little bit sharp. Okay? A little bit sharp is acceptable. If you are too flat, your human ear can hear a flat note significantly better, and if one note is too sharp, it's still going to be heard really well. So try to make everything as close to being right on as possible to that pitch. So I'm going to play the 1st string, and that is an E. Now my tuner is telling me that the E is a little bit sharp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tune it down. I'm going to turn the knob in a way to where it brings the pitch down. Now I purposely tuned it a little bit below so I can bring the note up into it. That locks the string ties in place. Alright, next we're going to do the 2nd string. That is a B. My 2nd string is just a little bit sharp. Same situation with the E. I brought it down a little bit below the note, then brought it up. Alright, this one is showing F sharp. That means it is still really, really flat. So here goes the 3rd string. There we go. 4th string. Just a little bit flat. The fifth string, that is supposed to be an A. My fifth string is flat again. Alright, and finally the sixth string, which is an E. My sixth string is a little bit sharp, so I'm going to bring it below, then tune it back up into the note. There we go. And just for fun, I'm going to also tune my seventh, which is a B. Alright, so now that I've got it tuned, I can go ahead and turn off my tuner. And a great little bit that you can do now that your guitar is in tune is let's work on a few little exercises that they're simple to play, very easy to do, and can help you get used to playing, help you build the calluses on your fingers, and all that fun stuff. Okay, so first exercise that I love to do, you're going to start with your pinky up on 12th fret here on the first string, all right, and all your fingers are going to be on the frets behind it, so 12, 11, 10, 9. So starting on that 9th fret with your first finger, you're just going to play that note, then the next finger, then the next. So you just keep doing that. And then you move down to the second string, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. And then you go in reverse. And you can even go in reverse order, starting with your pinky. And then again in reverse, but going up. This is a great exercise, just getting your fingers used to moving independently. Another great exercise that you can do, if you feel more up to this challenge, or you feel like you've gained a little bit of knowledge in terms of chords. A lot of self-taught guitar players have learned this area. They've learned some chords like maybe a G chord and a C2. Well, you can use this and do a simple strumming pattern and use hammer-ons. It really helps strengthen your first finger and your pinky, making them very independent. So I'm going to play it for you really quick, then break it down. So with that, all I'm doing is a simple down, up, down, up, down strum pattern with my right hand. It's a swing pattern. And then on my left hand, I'm doing hammer-ons and pull-offs just at certain points whenever honestly, whenever I kind of feel like it. I could change it up if I wanted. It's a very easy exercise to do once you kind of get the hang of it, once you get the idea of how the rhythms will sound. Once you get that down, it's really not too complicated. And from there, you can do a lot of new and different ideas. One last little thing that you can play that will really help you out is if you know some chords, start focusing on a few of the certain skills that are available to you. Not really focusing on trying to play specific things, but working on specific skills. So if you try to play a certain song, so you're trying to learn Stairway to Heaven, well, if you just learn to play Stairway to Heaven, that will be completely worthless to you after you learn that song. Because then all you know how to do is that song. But instead, if you study the picking movements or the fingering movements, because a lot of people will just do it with their fingers doing this, if you just understand how to actually play that song, you're only going to go so far. Whereas if you learn how to play each of those skills involved, you're going to know more than just that song. Or if you learn it with arpeggios, with pick, so there's a little bit of hybrid picking in there, and then learning all the chord shapes, learning what each one of them is. That's a mistake that a lot of beginner guitar players make. They will focus on learning new songs and how to play certain songs. They miss out on how to use certain skills. I'm going to make another video pretty soon that's just simply going over the certain skills involved for a guitar player that you should actually focus on if you're a beginner. And then if you don't really understand those skills, then my strongest recommendation for you is get with a guitar teacher that can teach you all of those skills. Not teach you songs. I don't care about learning songs, and you shouldn't care about it either, because that's only going to get you like that far. Like as far as your guitar pick is thick, it's only going to take you there. Instead, focus on learning skills. When you learn the skills, you can learn songs much more easily. I'm not saying you shouldn't learn songs. Do both. Alright, learning songs is great. It's important. It teaches you how to apply those skills. But learning the skills is important because you can play multiple songs with the same skills. Instead of trying to learn just Stairway to Heaven, then you can only play Stairway to Heaven. So, for more tips and more tricks on how to become a great guitar player, visit our website, www.theworksguitars.com. Also, like and subscribe to the channel. The more videos that we start posting, and the more you guys keep commenting and liking our videos, the more awesome things we're going to get to post. Like the channel or subscribe, and we will see you guys next time. Keep rocking.